Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the University of Nottingham in China live stream. I'm Carol Chen. We have arranged this session on live via WeChat and Bilibili in China. We will also arrange to have this recording uploaded on WeChat, Bilibili, and YouTube. Today's one-hour session will cover PhD programs at Nottingham University Business School, China. And the speaker today is Dr. Xiaolan Zheng, Associate Professor in Finance and the Director of PhD Program at NUBS China. Welcome, Dr. Zheng.
Hello, everyone.
So Dr. Xiaolan Zheng obtained her bachelor's and master's degrees in China and then earned her PhD degree from the University of South Carolina. She joined the University of Nottingham, China in September 2012. Her research focuses on international finance, capital structure, and corporate governance, as well as other areas of interest. She is also a certified chartered financial analyst. In today's session, we will cover why study a PhD program, why do a PhD program at NUBS China. We will also leave a few minutes for the audience for any questions. You may type in your question in the comment section of WeChat or Bilibili, and we will answer them later. Okay, now the floor is yours. Dr. Zheng, I will be back later.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. My name is Xiaolan Zheng. I'm glad to have this great opportunity to join the live stream offered by Nottingham, China on the YouTube and have this opportunity to share the information with you about our PhD program. Okay, thank you. Okay, in today's session, we are going to discuss about the choice of a PhD journey. Okay, so this is an important life decision, and it requires a lot of investment. So therefore, at the very beginning, we need to be very clear about our motivations and to be clear about why you want to get a PhD, and followed by the uniqueness of a PhD program at Nottingham, China. And also, finally, we are going to cover the PhD program application procedures and the entrance scholarship requirements. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, I would like to ask you a question about why do you want to get a PhD? Okay, I have been asked this question for many students. And this is a journey of starting a PhD is important life decision that requires a lot of investment, not only about your 4 years of golden life in your golden period in your life, but also requires about money, about the energy you put into it. So therefore, before you make this investment, you need to be clear about why I want to start this PhD journey. Okay, so the answers I collect from the students normally include the following ones. Some students says, my parents want me to have a PhD degree because that is the highest degree in terms of in academia, right? Academically. And some of them, they just have been very familiar with the campus environment, right? And they know how to be a successful student, and they don't want to change. So they are familiar with this role as a student. So they just want to delay this to make a choice, make a decision to get a job. Okay, but on the other hand, some other students may tells me that they have this passion for research and they enjoy being challenged by the complex questions and also enjoy being inspired by the novel ideas and solved puzzles. And some students says they want to develop a career in business academics and higher education. They want to teach in the university and others. So among those answers, So which one do you think is closer to the one you have in your mind? We need to get these things clearly before you start this journey, because this motivation will be the light in the end of tunnel that will get you through this process. Getting a PhD is not easy. It's not meant to be easy. Okay, so some students have this misunderstanding, in my opinion, that the PhD degree is a normal extension, is a simple extension of BA or a bachelor or master degree. But in my opinion, it's not. Okay, so during your undergrad and graduate study, normally teacher teach you about those knowledge. Okay, so those knowledge has been established decades ago. Okay, so it has an established system that have been proved by many peoples, and then that framework is well established, and you just learn from the teacher. You get knowing things. For the master degree, most likely what you do is you connect those concepts and knowledge you learn from the undergrad in a more systematic way, and at the same time you apply them in a simplified setting. But the PhD is different. So for the PhD, it's about the novel, about innovative, about original research. You are basically at the frontier of that knowledge domain, and no one has been there before, and no one knows what it looks like. And for you, actually, you are the one to build it up. This is not an easy journey, right? So to clarify your motivation at the very beginning is very important, because that will be the light to get you through this journey. Okay, so what is the PhD, first of all? So it's short for Doctor of Philosophy. In the Middle Age, the doctor means very learned person or esteemed teacher. Philosophy means, in ancient Greek, is love of wisdom. Okay, so then what is the PhD? From my understanding, is a very learned person or esteemed teacher whose love of wisdom drive them to pursue the nature of the things. Okay, so very importantly, you have this passion for research, love of wisdom, and very importantly, you have this broad knowledge in the field, and you are able to teach others. So in the PhD program, you will learn intensively and comprehensively in a discipline, while at the same time staying focused on a specific field within that discipline. A high quality piece of research undertaken and written over this practically speaking 4 years of your study. Okay, so for the student who eventually successfully complete this program, they have in my opinion, they have the ability to conduct original and rigorous research and demonstrate that competence of doing so. At the same time, influence the field you choose and the real-world practices. On the other hand, they have this ability to digest and transform those information into a systematic framework and be able to teach excellently. Okay, so for you, before you start this journey, there are several things you probably need to consider. The questions you ask yourself. Okay, so are you passionate about the academic research? So as I mentioned before, this is for the student, for the PhD student, they will be like challenged by the complex question, and also during this process, that is the passion, the love for this research that will get you through. It's not meant to be an easy journey, right? So do you enjoy being challenged by the complex question? Do you enjoy like being motivated or inspired by the new novel ideas to solve the problem eventually. So second question, are you analytical? So do you enjoy putting things together, putting together the puzzles and using the relevant theories? Okay, so as I mentioned, that is the frontier. That is the frontier of your research domain. Okay, so no one has been there before. And therefore, you will be the person determined what it looks like and to build up things by your own. Okay, so therefore, a lot of times you face this question in a messy situation, and then you need to search for and look for different pieces of puzzle and try to put them together with appropriate theories in a sensible way. And this process, do you enjoy it? Okay, so are you persistent? So because you are the one that will push forward the frontier, and you may have this trial and error. Okay, sometimes you are in a heavy fog or in a maze. Okay, so when you reach the dead end, how do you feel about it? Are you type of person who are good at finishing things once started? It's like a marathon. Okay, although the process may be long, but you are making tiny progresses every day. Okay, so you have this tiny progress every day, and the changing in quantity will eventually lead to changing in quality. Do you believe that? Okay. So lastly, do you have the necessary research skills? Because practically speaking, our PhD program will last for around 4 years. Okay. So 4 years, you may think it's a long time, but actually it's a short time. Okay, so do you have the necessary research skills that can lay a solid foundation for you so that you can quickly get into that doing mode after you get into the program? Okay, so at this stage, think about the answers you have for all those questions I ask you. So if you feel yourself have this passion for research, and you love the process of putting together the puzzles and solve the problem, you enjoy being challenged by the complex questions, and you feel yourself firmly believed in God helps the people who help themselves. Okay, so failure is the mother of the success. Right? So you are doing that changing in quantity every day with little progress, eventually will lead to the changing in quality. And eventually, is that what you believe in? Okay, so if you want to develop a career in university, teach in the university, and if you love the freedom that academic life can give you, the relatively speaking, more flexible than the people working in the industry. If you enjoy the freedom you have to travel around the world and talk with people from different backgrounds and different universities, and those people who has the expertise in your field, if you enjoy the freedom to travel and exchange ideas with them, and then this is the right way to go. Okay, so after you reflect all those questions, if you decided, okay, this is the good match for my ambitions, and this is the career and the life I want, and then let me secondly introduce you the uniqueness of PhD program at Nottingham, China, to show you why you should consider to be successful with us. Okay, so our program actually offer rigorous research training, internationally diverse environment, also the scholarship opportunity and the teaching opportunities to help the student and prepare the student for their success in academia. So firstly, we offer this rigorous research training. For all our PhD students, when they enter the PhD program in the first year, we have those structured taught module. On the left-hand side, in gray, those are set of modules offered to the PhD in accounting, economics, and finance. And on the right-hand side, this is the set of the module offered to PhD in marketing and strategy. So for each student, they will be supervised by 2 academic staff. At least one of them is from NUBS China, UNC. Another supervisor came from UNC as well, or from the Nottingham, UK, or NUBS UK, or from our partner schools if the student is in the joint program. Okay, so our academic staff, they are very experienced researcher, good at publishing paper on high quality journals. Okay, so in the UK system, we use this journal list published by Chartered Association of Business School. And this index for journal range from 1 to 4 stars, with a higher value indicator indicating a higher quality of the journal. Okay, so on the left-hand side, if you look at the bar chart, it shows that over the last 5 years, consistently we produce a high-quality research output on those journals ranked at ABS 3 and above. Overall, for the last 5 years, we published 218 papers on level 3 and 55 papers on level 4 and above. In terms of research impact, on the left-hand side, this table, first column shows the QS university ranking. Okay, so University of Nottingham is ranked around 103. So compared with our counterparts in China, like Beijing, Tsinghua, Nanjing University, for example, like Nanjing University ranked 131. Okay, so our research impact, in terms of research impact, University of Nottingham is parallel to those top counterparts in China. And in terms, the second column shows the field-weighted citation impact. For the research, in terms of to measuring the quality of the output, we look at how likely this paper being cited by other papers in the field. Okay, so this is a citation impact adjusted by the differences in different fields. And the data is from the SEVA, and we show the sources and the web page, which everyone can check. Okay, so for the University of Nottingham, this index is 1.91, and for the Nottingham Ningbo China UNC, this index number is 1.59, and it's comparable to that index with is comparable to the Beijing, Tsinghua, and the Nanjing University. Okay, so it shows that we are, in terms of research impact, we are around the top group in China. And the bar chart on the right basically showing this index among the 3 campuses of Nottingham University, the UK campus, Malaysia campus, and China campus. If we look at the category for business and management and accounting, so we can see that our research impact is comparable to other 2 campuses and even higher. In addition to the very experienced, high-quality academic staffs, academic supervisors, in addition to the supervision from our high-quality academic staff, we also provide additional research training. So when you enter the program, we have this induction session to prepare you quickly adjust to the new PhD life. And every year, so the first year you have the taught modules, but after that, actually every year we have this seminars and workshop where we have this series of workshops and seminars where we invite the guest speaker and also the reputable professors from different country and different university to deliver the talk or the presentation or seminars on the cutting-edge research and the latest update in the research method. And also we provide a truly international platform. So every year we have this tri-campus mini conference that connects the students and the academic staff in among the three campuses, Malaysia, UK, and China, to give the opportunity to the PhD student to present their research product and collect the feedbacks and the comments from their peer student and also from our academic staff, which will help them to further improve their research project. Okay, so our program is also offered the internationally diverse environment. So for the NUBS China, the current PhD student comes from 10 different countries and regions, and the research supervisor from around 25 countries and regions. We have 100 plus faculty members in NUBS China, and the majority of them hold a PhD awarded by the world most prestigious universities as listed in the slides. So UNNC also have a great doctoral student community. Okay? So throughout the year, we organize a different type of team building activities on campus and off campus, and to build up this cohesive and caring doctor-student community that will provide support for the student, from their peers and also their friends. And that is also very important to guide the students, to prepare the student to get through this not meant to be easy journey. Okay, so thirdly, our NUBS China offer great scholarship opportunities. We have different type of opportunities, different type of scholarships. So for the most updated deadline for those scholarships, please go to our graduate school website. Okay, so we have faculty scholarship that is offered to a more general terms. Okay, so it covers all research areas, basically based on the qualification of the applicants. And for the strategic scholarship, is actually for this strategic scholarship, it covers the research area that is at the cutting edge of each domain. And for those supervisors, they apply for those. They write the proposal and apply for this funding opportunities, and therefore for this strategic scholarship is more likely to attach to the faculty members. And we also have these high flyer scholarships that is targeted to the outstanding students graduated from the Nottingham campus, including 3 campuses. For the bachelor, we require first class honors, and for the master student, we require distinction. Okay, and also we have this joint program, which we call doctoral training partnership with Zhejiang University of Finance Economics and also with Shenzhen University. Okay, so if you get funded by this scholarship, then you will have 1 supervisor from our partner university. So our full scholarship covers all your tuition fee. Plus, you have monthly stipend of 4,500 per month, plus the medical insurance provided by the designated providers. Okay, so that will show our support to our PhD student financially. So in general, if you look at the development of our PhD program, we have the first PhD student enter in 2009, and the first PhD student graduated in 2013. Okay, so after that, our PhD program has expanded significantly and become stabilized since last year. So in 2021, we have 33 students enter in spring semester, and we have 11 students will enter soon in February. Okay. In total, 44 among the 44 students, 34 students has the scholarship. So we also offer this great teaching opportunity to the students to prepare them for their success in the academia. And in the first year, they will have this graduate teaching assistant training. After the training, in the second and third year, they will have the opportunity to practice their teaching skills. So here just some example for where our PhD graduates go internationally and domestically. Okay, so by review all those questions, if you have make up your mind to start your PhD journey, and you decided to start this journey with the NUBS China, and then here, thirdly, is our PhD application procedures. Okay, so as is similar to other university, you need to prepare the documents, including high quality research proposal and the English test scores. Also, your undergrad, postgraduate transcripts, your personal statement showing that why you want to start this PhD journey, and what qualification you have and personality you have make you a good fit to this PhD program. Okay, so and also your CV and academic references. So after you prepare all those documents, you need to identify the supervisor. So you can look at the supervisors on our website and look at their research areas to see which ones, whose research areas is a good fit to your research interest. Okay, and then you can contact the supervisors by sending them your research proposal and to express your interest in their research area. But one advice or suggestion I give you is do look at their publications, do look at their papers, okay, before you contact them. And that will increase your chance to attract the supervisors, okay? So after that, if the supervisor likes your profile, and they may initiate the interview with you. So together with your supervisors, you can identify the scholarship and check which one suits you the best. Okay, and during this process, your supervisor may ask you to revise your research proposal and gives you a lot of suggestions. And that is the process you need to demonstrate to the supervisors your quality, your personality that will make you will lead you to successfully go through this PhD journey. Okay, so and also after you identify the scholarship, file the applications, we will also have the committee to review all the applicants for the scholarships and shortlist the candidates, and then we'll conduct the interview by the committee. So here is the minimum requirement at bachelor and master level. Okay, so for the most updated information, please also refer to our website. Okay, we have more information available online. You can check the graduate school official website and also NUBS China PhD program official website. And if you have any question, you can also email admission@nottingham.edu.com. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Xiaolan. Thank you for your sharing. So now it's we are moving, it's a Q&A session. We're moving to this session. You can just type in your question in the comment section of the WeChat or Bilibili. Then I will read it out and Dr. Zheng will answer it accordingly. Just now we collected some questions from other platforms. Then I will read it out then for Dr. Zheng to answer. The first one is, do you accept part-time PhDs?
So Part-time, we encourage all the applicants to study full-time on campus. So part-time student is like very rare. We do have part-time student, PhD student, but we have very high standard for the part-time student. They must show strong motivation and passion for research and commitment to the program. And the part-time student application will be discussed on a case-to-case basis. So no guarantee for that. Yeah.
Okay. So the second question is that a full scholarship for PhD? Actually, you introduced a lot.
About what?
About the full scholarship.
Yeah, we have different categories of full scholarship. As I mentioned, for the full scholarship, I think it's a very good and a competitive package. You get your full tuition fee covered, and you also have the monthly stipend of 4,500 RMB per year, per month. Sorry, per month. And also you will be covered for your medical insurance. That is the full scholarship. And for the last year, we have 34 students out of 44 students get the scholarship. Yeah.
Okay. Another question is what kind of personality is suitable for PhD?
I think for that, based on, like, I asked you a lot of questions in the first session of information session, okay? So I think those things are the personality we are looking for in your application package, okay? Are you persistent? Do you have the passion? Do you have the right motivation to start this journey? Because as I mentioned, you are at a frontier of this knowledge domain. At that stage, sometimes no one knows what it looks like. And you are the one to try and error to figure out what it's like. So a lot of time you may be in a heavy fog and that motivation is the most important thing that at the end of tunnel, like a light to get you through this process, yes.
Okay. So another question is how many PhD students we have currently at NUBS China?
Currently, our PhD program has expanded very quickly during the last several years. Currently, we have 166 students, yes, in the PhD program.
Okay. And is there any quota of the PhD intake students every year?
So we focus on the quality of the applicants. Okay, so we do have a quota at the university level, but I think our admission or like scholarship distribution will mainly based on the quality of the applicants.
Okay. And another question is that the applicant is asking, say, I only hold a bachelor's degree. Can I apply for a PhD program?
For NUBS China, again, that is rare cases. We have only very rare cases for that. We do have this high flyer scholarship. If you pay attention to the presentation, that means that if for the student who graduate from Nottingham campus, no matter is Malaysia, UK, and China, to get a bachelor degree with the first class, and then they are eligible to apply for that scholarship. But we are kind of very careful about applicants only have the bachelor degree, because we need to think about whether they are mature enough, whether they have already demonstrated this passion for research, and also whether they can demonstrate their ability to conduct this research. Yes.
Okay. I noticed there is another question. Say, are there many graduates, PhD graduates, pursuing for the jobs or career development in the academia or in the institutions?
During the PhD program, I think the PhD program will equip students with a lot of quality that develop a full set of skills of like the analytic skills, communication skills. For all those skills, it's not only applicable in academia, but can also help the student in the industry. But if we look at where our PhD graduates go, majority of them will enter higher education industry. What I mean is enter the university, yes.
Okay, so then there are some questions in the comment section. Then I will read it out. It's all in Chinese. You can also type in the questions in English. Okay, the first one is about the scholarship. I think Dr. has already mentioned about the scholarship in detail. So if you have any more questions about the scholarship, you can just search or visit the website of the University of Nottingham, China. Then the second, there is another question is that for the collaborative program, the PhD program, so then how can you contact the supervisor?
So there are different types. Some supervisor, they have already formed the supervision team. And in that case, they will advertise their scholarship on our graduate school website directly with the research direction and the supervisory team. Another approach is you approach one supervisor in UNC, NUBS China, and then that supervisor will help you to identify the second or the third supervisor from our partner school. Yeah.
Okay, so then another question is about the if there is no publication, can I get to the scholarship?
It's possible, of course. Not a lot of applicants have publications. Yes. So in the last year, as I mentioned, 34 out of 44 students get the scholarship. I think most of them, they don't have the publication. I think the things you need to demonstrate, as I mentioned in the first session, that is your motivation. Okay, so that is also the question you ask yourself. It's not only to cater to the supervisors or the program. So is that the life you want? Is that the life you enjoy? Okay, so and then you need to demonstrate the personality, that persistence, right? So you have the passion. Doctor of philosophy is the love of wisdom. You love of wisdom, which will lead you to explore and pursue the deeper understanding of the nature of things, right? So those are the qualification you need to demonstrate. And also, in addition, you need to demonstrate you have the basic research skills, because as I mentioned, 4 years is not a long. It's a very long time. It's not a very long time. Okay, time is limit. So if you have like a very sound foundation for the research skills that can get you into that doing mode very quickly, and that all the qualities the supervisor is looking for.
Okay. Another question is that when I'm applying for a PhD program, do I need to publish any articles during the master's study on SCI?
During the master's study? No, we don't have that requirement.
Okay.
The same reason as I mentioned before, we're looking at your academic performance in the past. We look at your personality, your motivation, and your foundation for the research skills.
Okay. Another question is, could you please give more information on suggested or required courses for finance concentration?
We don't have such list. But for example, if you apply for PhD in finance, of course we are looking at your bachelor degree and master degree to be relevant to finance, right?
Okay. And another question just coming out is, can working papers be regarded as a scientific research result?
you can submit your research paper, working paper, as a part of your application package. So the whole package, we look at the quality of a whole package. Yeah.
Okay. And another question is that I think an applicant got a master's degree from Hong Kong University with the graduation. There is no dissertation. So I think sometimes maybe they use the graduation project as another alternative. So is there any will be affecting the PhD program application?
But you need to submit a research proposal, right? So
yes.
A research proposal is a kind of a piece of research you can use to demonstrate your ability to do research in terms of your writing, your logic, your ability to digest the literature, right? So that will be the piece you use to demonstrate your research skills. Yes.
Okay. So you can raise more questions or just type in more questions in the comment section. And actually, I have a question here for Dr. Zheng. So how was your PhD journey a few years ago for you?
Okay. So for me, at that stage, I think PhD is a job. So after I graduate from Nottingham University, in the last year, I went to London to do some internship there, and I have that experience to work in the company. And during that 5 months, I feel that it's not something I will develop my whole career. So at the same time, I get the full scholarship from University of South Carolina, and of course I have the tuition covered, and also I have my monthly stipend. And I compared my monthly stipend with the salary I will get if I work in the industry. It's actually scholarship is higher. So the scholarship, the stipend is like we get more if I earn more if I go to the PhD program. And for me, I think for the PhD program, the exciting thing about it is, so I get salary for it. I think the stipend is kind of salary. Okay, I get salary for it, and go after this process, I also get a degree. I think that is fantastic. And also I enjoy this international diverse environment on campus, that I communicate with the people from different backgrounds and to exchange ideas. I enjoy that. And I think the life in academia give me some freedom compared with those people worked in the industry. And I just like it. So I decided to go. And I get my PhD degree in US. So in US normally we have 5 to 6 years for the PhD degree. Yeah.
That's a long time.
But it gave me more time to, because the structure is different from the UK system. So in US, like the first 2 years, we have this taught module for 2 years. And at the end of the second year, at the end of first year, we have qualification exam. Second year is the comprehensive exam. Basically, it's the whole day there to be tested for more than 10 modules I took in the past 2 years. Okay, so that is why it's longer. So after that, I developed my research project. I enjoy the process of searching for answers.
That's great. And to find the solutions to resolve the
it's
social
all
problems.
Yes, it's all about whether it is a good fit for you or not. Okay. Yeah. So in academia, we have this a lot of things that we can enjoy, right?
Yeah. Okay. Another question raised by April say, if I got the master's, undergraduate and master's degree with first class, can I apply for the PhD program with a full scholarship?
there's no guarantees. Depends on. It's quite competitive, to be honest. So it depends on your competitor. Yeah. So, but I think if your master and bachelor all like a first class, it
Give more opportunities.
yes.
Okay. So I think that's the question up till now. And then, okay, I think our time is up. So Dr. Zheng, actually, thank you very much for your time with us today. We hope this has been useful to everyone. If you have any questions, please visit the University of Nottingham, China website. Welcome to your future. Your future is also ours, our common future. Thank you again, Dr. Zheng.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for attending today's live stream. Goodbye for now.